Hello, Tim here with another video. How are we all going today? I'm going fine. In actual fact, the last 2 days I've now lost 1.4 kilograms. That's since the last time I weighed myself, and that's about 3 pounds overall, which is good. And my weight currently is 86.3 kilograms, which is about 190.25, 190 and a quarter pounds. So since I first started my juice fast, which was actually 84 days ago, according to the Nintendo Wii, which I used to track my weight, my weight when I first started was 111.4 kilograms. It's now 86.3. So that means I've lost 25.1 kilos, and that's about 55 and a third pound. Now that's obviously inclusive of the juice fast and then coming off the juice fast. And the other thing to note with that weight loss is that it doesn't take into account the extra weight that I lost sort of after the juice fast, which of course is introducing your body to food again. Because when you come off a juice fast, you generally gain some weight, and that's the weight for the food that is now being processed in your body. Because when you're on just drinking juice, there's nothing to be stored in your body. Basically, it gets used pretty well very quickly as nutrition in your body. So I think that's quite good. It's following on from my discussion in the last video about not going to a 100% raw food diet. What I'm doing at the moment is 2 green smoothies a day. I'm doing a breakfast and a lunch green smoothie. And then in the evening meal, I'm generally having like a soup, that of a homemade vegetable soup, or like as I made last night was a homemade vegetable stew. And really the only difference between the two that is the types of vegetables I'm putting in there, and also whether I decide to just put it through the blender. The one that I did yesterday, I actually made, actually it was 2 days ago, I actually made the soup. I made the vegetable stew first and then just put it into a blender. Then it made it into just sort of like a super thick consistency, sort of like pea and ham soup, that sort of consistency. And what I had it last night, I had it just as the vegetables, so I was still actually eating the vegetables, and there was still nice bit of liquid, and the taste was fantastic. Absolutely loved it. And I put a bit of seasoning in there, but I didn't do much. I found some what do they call them? Like those little tablets you put in that are seasoning, but one was very low sodium, or as low as I could find it anyway. I put those in for a bit of a better taste. Interesting that my taste buds are definitely different to the rest of the families. Presumably this has got to do with the with my taste buds from juice fast and after. Just the tastes of vegetables, I'm just really loving it, because with the vegetable stew, I just put in, there's about 10 or 11 different types of vegetables, and put in a bit of this seasoning tablet, and a few herbs and spices, no salt added or anything like that, and I just cooked that up, let that on a slow cook for a few hours on a very low heat, and it tasted beautiful, very, very nice, and just there's so much flavour. So interesting. Just comparing that to others. I got my stepson, got him to try it yesterday, and to see what he would like, and he had some of it, but he said it needed meat. So I thought that was quite interesting, and I guess that's because he is still eating meat and is quite used to that taste. But just goes to show that there's hope for us all, that if you are on a juice fast and wondering what you're going to do post the juice fast, so how you're going to introduce your eating again, it is possible to go without meat and to be quite happy. And I'm finding that I'm extremely happy. I'm not missing meat at all. It's been at least, I think it's 84 days, because that's, again, according to my Nintendo Wii game console, when I did that on day 1 of my juice fast. 84 days since I was on day 1 of my juice fast, if that makes sense. And I haven't had any meat since then, and virtually no dairy, and very, very few, if any, animal products as well. What I did do, I want to talk to you briefly about what happened Saturday night. I went out with Louise, and we went to the casino just for a bit of a change in town. And food choices were a bit limited, let me say. And there was a vegetable quiche, which was pretty well my only option, and that had egg in it. So I was thinking, what should I do here? And they also served that with salad, which was drenched absolutely in dressing, and some hot chips. And I thought, well, am I going to be anal about this, or shall I just go for it? So anyway, I decided to go for it. I had a few of the chips, which were extremely salty. Now, I don't know whether they were extremely salty or to my taste buds they were, because I don't have salt added very often. So I didn't eat all the chips, and I ate a lot of the salad, but not all of it. As I said, it was very, very, very thick with oil and dressing, and just I just knew that wasn't going to be healthy. The vegetable quiche was actually quite nice. Didn't quite finish all that either, and I enjoyed the taste. I enjoyed the taste of egg, I have to say, and just just that sort of packaged type food. Packaged together, cooked like that is what I'm saying, because I'm not eating any of those eggs or anything of that nature at the moment. Enjoyed that for a change, but probably won't go back to it in a hurry. Overall, feeling quite good. So there you go. So that was interesting. And it's just what else struck me as interesting is the fact that there's not a lot of food options for people who want to be vegetarian, or especially people who want to go vegan. So that's something we need to change as a community, isn't it? And I guess, to be fair, a lot of the restaurants will cater for the mass market. And at this stage, in our evolution, most people aren't vegetarians and or vegans, so they're catering for the masses. But I think there's obviously specialised stores there that specialise in that type of cuisine, I should say. But they seem to be the minority, particularly where I live in Adelaide. There's not a lot of those stores available, so I'm going to be checking those out a bit more. I've actually got I'm meeting up with a friend on Tuesday. We're going out to a movie. He's got some tickets to a pre-release movie. I think it's called The Hunter. I have to try and check that. But anyway, we're meeting for tea, and he's certainly not a vegetarian or a vegan. So again, I'm already thinking ahead of time now, what am I going to eat? Because I think we're meeting at about 6 o'clock or thereabouts, and the movie's at 6:30. So I'm probably going to have something to eat either beforehand, or be prepared to go for, or to hope that there's going to be something vegetarian and or vegan available. So it's interesting, isn't it, how we need to do a bit more planning. But that's going to be the secrets to your success, I guess. And if you're not prepared to invest that amount of time, I think you're going to struggle. But for me, the biggest thing what I'm getting out of it so far is the fact that in the last 2 days I've lost 3 pounds, 1.4 kilograms on a 2 smoothies a day type diet, and I am really enjoying the smoothies. What I wanted to mention briefly about the green smoothies is that unlike the other smoothies I was making before, these truly are a large component of greens. It's probably 70 to 80% of the content are greens, and I was certainly having more fruits in the early smoothies I was doing, and I think that is contributing to the weight loss. And if you think about it, of course, you're getting all the healthy nutrients, and you're not getting too much sugar because you're not getting lots of fruit. So it's really, there's a lot of pluses to that. And of course, I'm having vegetables in an evening for an evening meal as well. So it's a win-win to the body as far as it's concerned. There's just a lot of vegetables going in, and a lot of diverse, range of vegetables, and that has to be a good thing. And the results are there. So I'm going to keep on with that and keep tracking those results and keep you informed. Not a lot else to report. I can't really think of too much else actually. Just that everything else is still basically going quite well, and feeling happy, feeling energized. And oh yes, one last thing, the juice fasting ebook this week. This free juice fasting ebook will be released. I know I've been saying that for a while now, and I've been trying to finish it off, and I've been sidetracked with other projects. That will be available this week. It'll be the later part of this week, probably Thursday or Friday in the US before it's done, but it will be done and it will be available this week. So hang in there if you're... I know I've got lots of people who have been writing in, either leaving comments on videos or in my inbox on YouTube, asking where it is. It is coming, guys. It's going to be here this week, so hang tight for that, and hopefully that book is really going to help you out. I'm including everything that I've learnt during my journey, recipes and everything to just really give you a step-by-step on how to succeed with juice fasting. And yeah, I look forward to releasing that later in the week. Alright, well thanks for watching, and I'll be back again later in the week. Cheers for now.